all you need to know there is finish the swing. Or your miss will be out here, draw back to the target. So we're just trying to get your path from out here to in here, right? So when we hit one, it should look a little something like that. Then you can always check by your divots. That's kind of how I manage my bunker play. And I'll kind of just show you in action the full swing here. So again, middle of the stance, laying the face open. See, my stance is much more open and left of my target line. Taking a much fuller swing. Weight shift might be a little bit forward, just so I'm not hanging back on the ball and hitting it back here. So I might have my weight just slightly forward. I get a little bit lower and choke up just a touch, because we typically dig in the sand, right? So I like to dig in, puts us a little bit lower, really solid base. We're here, like I said, nice aggressive move through the ball, let the club get through the hitting zone, and if we do it all according to plan, the ball should pop up, land soft. MOI, not as much density at impact. Hit it on the toe where it's a little bit deader, and the toe will tend to kind of give a little bit more than the center, where the toe and the heel move through the ball, whereas the toe, if we hit it on the toe, it's going to kind of give a little bit. So I tend to kind of aim these on the toe, and kind of hit these on the toe. You saw that one rolled much truer. So on the short downpour ones, aim on the toe in order to deaden the ball a little bit. Kind of looking at is kind of waist high, and then mirroring that image on the follow through. You know, if we come here and come all the way through, we're probably going to hit it pretty far. You know, we're transferring a lot more weight through. Whereas if we're holding it off to waist high, we can control the shot a little bit more that we want to. I don't typically do a lot of hinge in my hands, but on this one you might feel a little bit of wrist hinge, whereas like the chip shot is pretty low to the ground, not a lot of wrist hinge. This one you might have a little bit of wrist hinge. When we're doing this, an easy way to check for some of these positions is the toe. The toe pointed straight up. We're here, we come down, club's going to dig right in the ground and go hard left. And in the opposite, if it's open and we come in, we might hit it straight right. So I like to come back, follow through. Again, we can check our toe position. It's a mirror image of it. And I like to really get my weight and everything to the other side. Now, to Mr. Deming's point, my weight on the backswing, it's a shorter swing. I want to feel more controlled. I'm not doing a lot of weight transfer here, if any. My lower body's staying very quiet, and I'm coming through the zone, I'm getting my weight through the zone. So the 60-40, correct, might get a little bit more transfer on the follow through. So that's what we're looking to do today. And we're going to work on some drills, and I'm going to line each of y'all up and work with you. But so when we put it all together, we're just trying to hit the ball, kind of getting that downward blow, hitting the ball first, letting the ball pop up, and hopefully it should look something a little bit like this. To it. My miss is right? We talked about this. Everybody wants to be right, if anything. But I know and I trust that because the way the club performs, the way the lie is, it's gonna go right. So I'm gonna aim at the pin. Right? We didn't think about that. We thought, well, let's aim right and hit it over there. But the lie and everything's gonna promote us, because I saw all of us talking about hitting at that bunker, but all of our shots, where they go, they went almost towards the path. So if I hit a shot, Sushi, if you want to back up here, I'm going to probably aim at the pin or close to it, adjust everything, and just trust, right, everything that I've put into preparation for this shot, knowing that if I do miss, it's still going to miss right, just not as far. Went right? Yeah. But I'm right where we just talked about we wanted to go.
Yeah.
Short right of the green.